Hello and welcome to Backstage Buzz, where we'll be learning about the DuPage Community Concert Band. Today, my special guest is the director, Dr. Mark Taylor, who is a conductor, an educator, and a performer throughout the Great Lakes region, who is taught with distinction at every level of study, from elementary, middle, and high school to collegiate, amateur, and professional musicians. Welcome, Mark.
Thank you, Diana. Nice to be with you.
So nice to have you. I am a huge fan of your work, and the first time I saw one of your concerts, I was like, I think this just might be my favorite music ensemble because it's so accessible.
Yeah.
And it's fun, and you pick very energetic music.
Well, thank you. We're really proud of the community that we build within our band program. It really is a place where everybody can come and make music. It's a fantastic intergenerational environment.
Yes.
We have everything from high school age students all the way up to retired folks, and everybody in between, all walks of life, all professions, all family situations. It's a place where everybody can come together and make music. We have people who are professional performers on their instruments, alongside people who maybe played in high school or college decades ago and then put their instrument away and haven't touched it since, and now they want to come back to it. So there's room for everybody in the band. It's great.
So do they audition to get in?
No, actually the college has a very open philosophy about the large ensembles program. We do not hold membership auditions, so literally anybody in the community who plays an instrument is welcome to come and join and play in our band, and we find a way to make it work for everybody and still put on a performance that audiences want to listen to. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. We have great time in rehearsals. It's a very joyful room on Monday nights for sure.
And your shows are joyful.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
And you do a good job, because a lot of I have found in my time working here, I've always been like, can you please give me a theme so I can market it rather than spring concert?
Yeah,
I'm like, it's very hard for me to market spring concert. But I understand they're doing repertoire and trying to meet certain things. You always find a way to theme your shows.
Well, we try to. I would say roughly half to maybe 2/3 of our concerts have a specific theme to them. For example, our upcoming concert, we have a concert in October. Our December concert is going to be all holidays-oriented music, and that's just a time of year that lends itself to very festive selections, and so we'll do that. Oftentimes our May program is oriented towards either maybe a film composer, or Broadway type of music, or something that is really, really audience oriented. And some of our other programs, we are still trying to educate our musicians about repertoire, about performance practices, and those sorts of things. So I try to pick a really, really wide variety of pieces. This fall concert that we're doing in October, we have a very, very standard piece of repertoire by Gustav Holst that bands from just about any background anywhere would be part of their standard repertoire. And then we're doing selections from Kiss Me Kate, which is a Broadway classic. We have a transcription, which is when somebody takes the music that was written for a different type of ensemble, like an orchestra, and then rewrites it for the band. So we're doing a transcription of Prokofiev's music from his Romeo and Juliet ballet. So
that's so fun, because then you if you wanted to, you could see the band do it, then you could hear New Philharmonic do it.
Totally. And we have the Shakespeare connection, because Kiss Me Kate is built on the Shakespeare play, and then the Romeo and Juliet as well. So there's a little bit of tie-in there, yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, it's fun.
Now, aside from being a fantastic teacher and conductor, you're also a performer.
I am. I've stepped away from the performing game a little bit in recent years, just because my conducting work has become so busy that that's the primary thing that I do. But for the last 20 years, we'll say up till COVID times, I had been a performer in the Chicago Brass Band as a percussionist, which was my kind of performing outlet. And now I'm that band's music director. We actually came last year and partnered with the COD band on a concert. Yeah.
And they're phenomenal.
It's an amazing musical group. I'm really fortunate to be able to work with such talented musicians.
It is a really great group. Yeah. So this year, we've heard about all your 3 shows. Do you think we could ever get you to do maybe a summer show, maybe your band to do a summer show?
You know, I think anything's possible. Our group is sort of tied into the college's academic calendar.
Right.
And in the summertime, a lot of our players play in other area groups that are exclusive to the summer, like the Lyle Community Band, the Spring Valley Band, bands in Naperville, Wheaton, other places in the area. But sure, we'd love to. Another thing I've talked with people is the possibility of bringing our band to the big commencement ceremony in May and providing live music to commencement. So we've had some conversations about that. We don't know if it would work, be the right fit or not, but I'd be very excited to try and support the college in other ways besides just giving concerts.
Because I think, you know, the problem with commencement is the numbers.
Sure.
It's so tight.
Yeah.
But there's really, truly nothing that would make graduation better than having that live band there to energize it. I've said that 100 times. I'm like, why don't we have a live band?
Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe we'll be able to make that become a reality someday. That would be great.
And so, what would be your dream to see this evolve into?
Well, wow. I would say that in some of the same ways that we have the large community chorus that meets actually the same evening that my band meets. We're right across the hall from each other on Monday nights. But then we have a smaller kind of select chorus that meets during the school days for more advanced singers to sing in a smaller environment. I'd love to start some kind of chamber winds group that similarly meets during the school day, that pulls together our most accomplished players, just to give them a little bit of extra challenge and kind of meet their needs. We do have quite a large number of undergraduates at the college that are pursuing their associate's degrees and planning to transfer into a 4-year school and continue studying music. So I think that would be an important part of their kind of musical education. So that would be a cool thing.
Mark, as a conductor, you're doing 2 different groups. So you're doing the one here at COD, and then you do your professional.
The Chicago Brass Band. I actually have 4 groups that I work with right now.
4.
So the band here at COD, Chicago Brass Band. I have a similar group in Milwaukee that I'll be rehearsing later tonight, the Milwaukee Festival Brass. And then in the summertime, I have a summer band that gives outdoor concerts right on the shore of Lake Michigan at a beautiful band shell in Waukegan. And we do concerts every Tuesday night all summer long. So, yeah.
And that is a brass band?
That's a concert band more like this one is. It's a little smaller, but yeah, about 55 players. So
a little smaller.
Yeah, well,
55.
That's a fantastic group too, because that group rehearses one rehearsal for every concert. They rehearse on Monday night, and then they come back the next night and perform on Tuesday. So they have to be really good readers of music to be able to make that work.
Are you constantly pulling music and figuring out and cutting? And you've got to be with 4.
It feels like it. I feel like I'm always in repertoire selection mode. Like I just sent my repertoire list to our librarian for all of my December concerts so that we could get everything organized in advance. Because that's a several weeks long process to pull all that music and get everything ready for.
Well, what I don't think people understand, and I didn't understand it really truly until I started working here and seeing what the librarians do and seeing what I think people just think like this music magically comes and is sitting on the stand.
Right.
And
I think sometimes my players think that.
Well, and so you pick the selection of repertoire, then you cut. You make cuts, or you make changes, or you.
Sometimes we have to rewrite things, or, for example, we currently don't have a bassoon player in the band. Sometimes there will be music that's only written in the bassoon part, and then we have to figure out, are we going to give it to a trombone player, a tenor sax player, a bass clarinet player? Who's going to cover that line so that we hear it in the performance? Yeah, so we do have to do that.
All the music has to be marked.
Everything has to be prepared. We have players with visual difficulties, and so they need their music to be on oversized paper so that they can read it better. One of the wonderful things about the community concert band is we have a number of special needs individuals, adults who come and play with the band. We have a man who is who's blind, and one of the members of his family taught themselves to play his instrument, and that person brings all of his music home, plays through all of the music at home, and then he learns all of his music by ear and comes to rehearsal with all of his music memorized.
Wow.
So that he can participate in the band. And that's the kind of
Now that's a story.
That's the kind of community we are. We want everybody to have an opportunity to perform. I mean, we live in a time where I can't imagine a period in our country's history where there was so much stress and anxiety in people's lives for all kinds of reasons. You know, people in all walks of life need opportunities to create art. It's part of our humanness. It's part of what makes us whole. And being able to come together, whether you're a professional musician or not, just coming together once a week to just sit next to other human beings, put your phones away, and make something beautiful together is really, really special. And everybody deserves that opportunity. So that's what we're about.
It is special. And the energy that you give, it's just so positive.
Thank you.
I just love your shows and love your work, and so glad to get you to come be on our show. And you've grown that orchestra. When you started, how many were in it?
We had 44 after COVID, and now we're up to 85. Yeah.
85.
Yeah.
We might have to build a bigger hall for you. I don't know.
Might have to get a can opener and open the top of the building.
Maybe we'll have to have 2 orchestras.
We'll see. We don't know what the future holds, but it's, yeah.
Well, Mark, you're a treasure for the college. So thank you for coming on the show. Thank you for the work that you do.
Thanks for having me.
And I can't wait to see your next show.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
DuPage Community Concert Band concerts take place on October 20th and December 8th, 2025, and March 23rd and May 11th, 2026. Be sure to visit the MAC for upcoming events. For tickets or more information, visit atthemac.org. We look forward to seeing you at the theater and next time on Backstage Buzz.